Hello there, how are you? Welcome back to How I Did It. Well, this week has been a week of Mondays, and the biggest Monday event of it all was the pups got themselves into a yellow jacket nest. Now, first Juno came running in. He still had two of the live yellow jackets on him, stinging him, so I was able to finally get him pinned down and get them off. And then Bastian, Grace, and Stella came in, and then it was just like the gong show. All are doing well. I went ahead and dosed them all up with 50 milligrams each of Benadryl, and I did the Benadryl for the next couple of days with them just to help to ease with the possible swelling and the discomfort that they may have. Yes, it's vet approved. I talked to my vet about it. She's given me permission to use Benadryl. The other thing is she gives me permission to use Pepto-Bismol on them when they have backdoor trots or an upset tummy. So it might be something that you want to talk to your vet about. But with that being said, I had to remake my yellow jacket trap because when I had Whopper alive here on the property before he went into the freezer, he destroyed my other trap. He was a very destructive fellow. So all this is a simple tote. You put about 4 or 5 gallons of water in the bottom with a few slices of lunch meat and a couple cups of sugar, and it draws those yellow jackets right down in. They check in and they don't check out, and fortunately bees will go in sideways through these holes on their feeder, but they won't go down through the top of that yellow jacket trap. So it really works great. Normally, right now, those yellow jackets are so accustomed to the proteins from the drowned bees in the bottom of the bee feeder. Every bee feeder ends up with a few of them. And the sugar, so they're not focused too much on the trap right now. But once I figure out a way to clean up all the bee carcasses and the sugar and stuff from the bee feeder, then they will actually get themselves stuck in the yellow jacket trap. And I think that it'll make things go back to a little bit more normal for the pups. So the neighbors, when they come in, they slow down and they let the pups race along the fence line. It's actually pretty cool because it keeps the fence line weed-eated. And I really think that Bastian and Grace got it the worst only because they won't run that fence line. Stella and Juno still run it, but Bastian and Grace run around the outside edge of the tree line and then meet up at the corner where the fence stops. So hopefully over time they'll get back into that race mode. They absolutely love to do that. They love that social interaction. And then usually when the neighbors get to the end, they'll stop and talk to the pups, and the pups all just love it. Okay, back to the whole focus for this video, and it is about what do I wish I had done when I first purchased the property. And the number one thing is I wish I had put all of my perennial type plants in, things like asparagus and just the stuff that Egyptian spinach and different things that regenerate year after year after year. And my fruit trees. Now, mind you, I put in a lot of fruit trees. And at last count, before Whopper went off to freezer camp, he had destroyed 12 fruit trees. And let me tell you, I got them from a nursery that was just right up the street from me, and I paid some pretty big bucks for them, like to the tune of $30, $40, $70 for each tree. Granted, they were like, a 3-gallon pot rather than this 1-gallon pot, but it was because they were, by me putting those plants in the ground that big and spending that money up front, I was going to be able to have a food source within a year of planting them rather than my little guys here where it'll probably be about a 3 to 5 year window. Now, I'm not complaining at all. I bought these trees from Brightleaf. They're about an hour from me. They shipped 10 trees here to the barn for $50. And just know that they ship nationwide. So other than the few exceptions, like I think Arizona, California, Texas, maybe, you'd have to look at their website. They'll actually ship them out of state to you as well. They great customer service, great communication, great prices, absolutely great prices, and these trees look just absolutely fantastic. Okay, so that's the whole focus of today's video, sort of condensed. Get your plants into the ground now. And as you can see, all the pups are recovered, and Leah there, which was one of Stella's puppies, is over for a visit. Cows have taken over the pool as their new watering hole. Alrighty then, y'all have an absolutely wonderful and blessed week. And hopefully I'll be better organized, and see you next time. Take care.